A few moments later.
Alright folks, good news. I found some mud. I got you guys hooked up on the GoPro to the front of the grill of the truck, so let's go see what this thing can do in some mud. Made it through that little mud bog. Let's try this one next, this little bean-shaped guy. Look at that puppy. Look at that puppy. Wow, honestly, I'm pretty impressed with that mud, and it's not just rocks underneath, it's some pretty loose dirt, just like this stuff right here. So even with that mud and that, you know, those big giant muddy puddles, it was able to get through it in two-wheel drive with an open differential. I'm pretty impressed by that, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go see if we can find something else cool. See if we can find something that might throw a little more of a challenge to this truck. All right, folks, as you can see, it may look a little bit unassuming on camera, but this is a pretty deep puddle. Let's see how the Dodge goes going through it. All right, got you guys set back up on the truck. Let's go through that puddle, see what happens. Hopefully we don't suck up some water. Let's see how this does. Here goes the next little section here. Let's rip through it quick.
A few moments later.
All right, folks, here's the deal. Ronnie the Red Dakota ain't so happy with me right now. So here's what happened. I pulled off the road here. I pulled a ways off the road here so I could shut it off without worrying about it getting stuck in the middle of the road and blocking everyone's way. But after I got out of that puddle, I probably drove another 10, 15 feet, and this thing just started bogging way down, and it's misfiring on like, I don't know. It's misfiring on multiple cylinders. This thing's not running right. Which is not ideal because I'm out here alone right now and I don't have any tools with me, so. So here's what I'm thinking. Right now, it seems to be misfiring on multiple cylinders, and I can't drive faster than like 25 or 30 miles an hour. It has like no power, and it's running really rough. It sounds like crap. But I'm thinking if I start this thing up. Oh, thank you, Siri. I appreciate that. Okay, it starts right up, so that's good. It's just that when I try to go, here, look, I'll put it in drive and give it gas, and it just runs really rough and does not go anywhere. So while it's running, I'm gonna start unplugging sensors and seeing if any one of them that I unplug changes what's happening right now. So that didn't change anything when I unplugged it. That was the cam position sensor. Let's try the crank position sensor here. That shut it off. So okay, so here's my thought. If I run the engine and start unplugging the sensors, and whichever one I unplug that doesn't make a difference is got to be the one that's acting up. And I have a pretty strong feeling that it's either the cam position or the crank position sensor. Those are the outermost exposed sensors that, you know, are most susceptible to water. So I'm thinking one of those got water in it or something like that. I just unplugged the cam position sensor. It didn't make any difference while it was running, and I unplugged the crank position sensor. It shut right off. So I'm gonna take a shop towel and see if I can dry that sensor connector out as best as I can and see what that does. So that's right down in here. Here it is. So I'm gonna, there we go. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like mud all around the connectors. Turn the camera off and get this wiped out. Great. Okay, so I wiped out the cam position sensor too, and I don't know, let's try firing it up again and see what happens. Okay, all right, there we go. She runs now. Check engine light is blaring at me. Yeah, this thing's still shaking like crazy. It's still misfiring. Okay, so cleaning those things out didn't work. There's one last idea I have, and I don't know if I can actually get this done, because the issue is I came out here alone and I didn't bring any tools, like an idiot. And so I don't even have a scan tool on me or any way to reset the computer. But there is one way to reset a computer without a scan tool, and that's if you can remove one of these battery terminals and get the battery disconnected. That one's on there freaking tight. If you can get this battery disconnected, that one's kind of moving a little bit. If you can get this, oh, there we go. Sweet. If you can wiggle one of your battery terminals loose, then come over and try to start the car. It'll discharge all the stored energy. It'll discharge all the energy that's still left in the system, and it'll reset the ECU. So it'll be like, it'll completely reset your computer, and it'll clear the check engine lights. So I'm wondering if maybe this truck went into limp mode when it lost those sensors, and it just needs to be reset for it to start running right. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that should be good enough. So I usually just disconnect the battery and crank it and hold it for a couple seconds, and then crank, and then come out and you reconnect the battery. You still have a check engine light. Doesn't look like it's going away. Okay, well, at least she starts up now. Let's see here. Well, sounds like it's running a little bit better. I guess let's see if we can, I guess let's put her in drive and see if we can get back out of here. Because before it was misfiring when I put a load on it. So come here, pup. I got it in reverse here. Let's see, can we move? Okay, that's promising. Okay, sweet. The tires have started to spin there a little bit, so I revved it up and it ripped on it, and before it would have misfired like crazy right there. It does not seem to be misfiring anymore, so I think we got our problem figured out. All right, guys, I'm gonna take the hint on this one, and I'm gonna just go ahead and call it quits for this little trip up here. We will come back up to the D flats once again and test this Dodge out some more before I get the locker in this truck. But for now, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.